I just spit everywhere.
I'm like, this your favorite smoothie? I said, this smoothie ain't got no damn
We're trying to
taste.
make sure we had no, any... Did I get anyone wet?
Welcome back to Poverty.
Hi, guys.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Tired.
You didn't say anything about my little mustache I'm growing through. Can you tell?
I didn't even notice.
Really? I've never gone like this long. I know it's nothing, but
it's something. It's there. I just literally, if I'm like the worst person to identify like a criminal because they'll be like, do they have facial hair? And I would be like, I genuinely don't know.
you were the one person who didn't notice that Justin Bieber shaved his beard.
Yeah, no.
You're like, wait, what?
I don't know why, but I just never noticed. But I'll notice like hair color. I don't know. I get this from my mom because she'll be like, oh, you know that one person? I'll be like, what color is their hair? She's like, I don't know. But she will remember their facial hair. But I'm like the opposite.
I love that.
know.
Well, you together can identify the criminal.
Exactly. We just like both have to be at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, truly, both looking at the same time.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, tired in the middle of a move.
I know. Oh yeah, I know. Chrissy's going through it right now. She is moving, which is a big deal. I hate the idea of moving.
As soon as I realized I was signing up for a move, I was like, yeah, it's going to be a wild couple of weeks, but you know what? We're thriving. We're getting through it.
And I'm excited for your new place. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's so exciting.
I'm excited for you to see it, even though it's like wicked far from you. I'm like moving like an hour away from Sun, but you know, we're making it work.
You're kind of like, you're somewhat near like Trisha Paytas-ish, right?
She's still far. She's like,
farther than you?
She's like out. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a really nice neighborhood though. Like when you live in LA, it's like when we like grow up and like have kids and like want to settle down, like where I live right now, like I could not imagine having kids there. Like they would be
like, where are there even...
They would be like desensitized, traumatized.
Like the school zoned for where you live, like the one on Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh gosh, yeah. See, right? That would not be fun. So I'm excited for your new neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited for you to come and see it all the way. The journey you will take to get there, but it'll all be okay. I do think that it's like in the area where Ellen has been over there.
Ellen before she
kind of tied into like what we're talking about today or who we're talking with today.
Which I was stunned whenever I learned that we're going to have this guest on because I was like, wait, I recognize him. And he had his come up like through, like Ellen noticed him, right? Like what's the story with that?
Well, I think back in the day, whenever someone would go viral on the internet, they would always go on like a daytime talk show and everyone would be like, oh my gosh, you got 1 million views. Tell us about how it's going. And I think that's what happened with him. He was doing like food reaction videos and he went viral. And then Ellen was like, come on my show. And then she just liked him so much that I think she hired him and he started doing things with her.
And he's doing a ton for Fox right now.
Yeah.
He's killing the game.
He is. Like, after Ellen, had that downfall, he made it work. He made it work.
I mean, and the fact that Ellen liked him to the point where she hired him. I mean, I think we've all heard some of the rumors that, like, you can't even make eye contact with Ellen.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
I've heard that. Well, so a period of time, when I first moved to LA, I was a Warner Brothers tour guide. And we would hear all these things about Ellen. And this was back in the day when everyone was like, Ellen gives so much away to her audience. She's always doing like charitable things.
Be kind.
Be kind to one another. But when I was working there, people were like, yeah, you should not ever say hi to her if you see her, no eye contact. Like, you would hear all these crazy stories about people getting fired if they looked at her or said happy birthday or anything like that. So it was always, you have to be super careful if you were even going in that area. And yeah, I mean, I think he's probably one of the only people that maybe had a positive experience, I think.
Truly. I mean, when I see famous people in general, I freeze. I think you've seen me sometimes around, like I saw John Stamos. I was like, fuck, he's got me blocked on Instagram. And
well, you were excited for a second there.
I was excited for a second until I realized he has me blocked. And I'm like, oh, I hope he doesn't remember me. But like, the fact that he gets to survive Ellen and not only survive, but thrive with Ellen, I think is a great story to tell. Now he's got his own brand and, he's doing his own thing without her. I mean, I don't think Ellen's really doing much. She did that last stand-up. And
she's, she doesn't live in the U.S. anymore. I think after or just before this most recent election, her and Portia moved to the UK. And they got out of here.
Yeah, well, and don't really understand why the abrupt move. I mean, I heard that there were some issues within their marriage, but that's what the blind items were saying, that Portia
was just trying to say that it was because she was fearful of the election and so she wanted to get up out of here. But
which I get, but I mean, I feel like I also remember reading like Portia was like when Ellen stopped working, she was home a lot, and that's when their problems started to rise up because they were with each other a little too much.
I could see that. I mean, things like kind of going downhill because she was always working, and so if she's like home all the time and in a super bad mood because of her cancellation, I can't imagine it was great for Portia.
Double whammy. I would have been so stressed if I was Portia. She probably like sneaks meat during the day when
what?
You know, like
vegan?
Yeah, Ellen's super vegan. Like even to where I've heard stories to where they had like a barbecue, like a crew barbecue on the lot, and she made them close it, like cancel it because she cannot smell the smell of meat. Yeah, that was reported.
I'm trying to think if I ever saw like catering go over there. But
yeah, well, definitely no meat. So I feel like Portia was probably like so sad when Ellen came home because she's like, damn it, can't sneak my McDoubles.
I will say, though, I've had an interesting Ellen experience. So when you're not doing the tours as a tour guide, you can also PA on some of the shows. I don't know if it's still like this, but at the time that I worked there back in like 2016, this was what it was like. And they had Conan, The Real, and Ellen. And I remember I got tickets to go to 12 Days. Remember how she would do like the big Christmas giveaways? Yeah. So I got tickets to go to 12 Days with my other coworker. Yeah, it was so great. We got like a lot of free stuff. But that taping, I remember Ellen did not come through the audience and like dance like she used to do. Like people knew her as like the person that danced. She would like dance with the crowd. She didn't do that. And in between commercials, she would just like walk away. Like she looked miserable. Like she did not want to be there. She was not excited. And I was like, okay, that's really interesting. But during her final season, one of my friends got tickets to go to like one of the last episodes she was shooting. She was an entirely different person. I think it was because it was like
acting nice.
Yes.
Because at that point she had already been called out.
Yes. She was dancing through the crowd and she was so happy. She was like waving to everybody in the audience. I was like, interesting.
So shady.
Yeah.
It's wild how like stories like that can really change your perception of someone. I think especially too when you think they're genuine and then you hear all these other things, it's like really hard to walk back from that.
Yeah. And she was like denying like everything that was being said about her, but I was like, girl, the rumors have been around for way too long.
Yeah, you know it's bad whenever like one person speaks out, but then it's like hundreds of others are like, like even you heard those things. So it's like, it is crazy. But should we get to our interview?
We have got to get into what Kalen had to say.
Okay, I'm excited. Let's get into it.
Guys, welcome back to our Gossip on the Go segment. Today we have Kalen Allen.
Hey, Gossip on the Go. I like that. That's a good title. GOG.
We're so excited to have you. Today we're having Sloan's favorite, though, because he was down to have anything. And so we figured we would go to Dialogue. This is one of his favorite spots. We're having some tropical smoothies.
This your normal order?
This is definitely.
This, but not the smoothie.
No. This is like, I like the smoothies. Yeah. I can't drink them that often though, right? A smoothie is a treat. Like,
do you actually get this smoothie?
I do spit everywhere.
You don't get this smoothie. I know you don't get this smoothie because this smoothie is not that good.
It's not good.
It's okay. I'm like, this your favorite smoothie? I said, this smoothie ain't got no damn taste.
We're trying to make sure we had no, like, did I get anyone wet? I literally just.
No, you're fine.
I was trying to make sure you weren't allergic to, because my brother, he was allergic to things growing up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I knew this one your favorite smoothie.
Oh my God.
I mean, I was like, this is your favorite smoothie. We need to get your taste buds checked, baby.
I'm sweating. I'm literally sweating.
This don't taste like nothing. I'm like, where's the flavor?
Wait, crack this open, because you actually do like this. So, like,
Ooh! Those remind me of Mickey Waffles.
Oh, you guys.
From Disney.
Okay, well.
I like that.
Hopefully these are a bit better.
No, this smoothie's so good.
How are you eating this? Are you a dipper or are you a pourer?
Yeah, just eat it.
You just be eating it.
I usually black out.
Okay.
Ain't it just a Belgian waffle?
Yeah, it's just a wobble. We didn't know what to get.
What kind of butter is that? I love a waffle.
I have no idea.
Y'all ain't get no silverware?
Oh my God. We got a lot of things.
How are we going to eat the waffle?
When I tell you, they didn't even give us the straw. This is like Sloan's straw from his place.
Yeah, I'm not going there. No more. Now, is it actually your favorite place or is it just convenient?
I would say this is one of my favorite breakfast burrito spots,
Okay.
though. Yeah.
I do like a
They
good
have
crispy waffle. And now, like for instance, let's take a look. Y'all see
Yeah.
this waffle? You see the brown? You see how it has a little bit of a crunch here? It's not too soft. It's not too light. That's a good waffle. And because it's bite-sized, it makes it even better because then you can really make it little pockets and you don't feel like you're overeating. This is a good waffle. So I'll give them that. I would come here to get the waffle.
Watch you taste it and hate it.
Well, it needs the extras.
It needs
No,
the
first you
extras?
got to taste the batter first.
Wait, let me taste.
That's good.
Oh, wait.
That's a good batter.
Mm.
That's good.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had the waffles.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
mhm.
Christy.
Yeah, that's a
Wake
good
up.
waffle.
I haven't.
Y'all go there together?
We've been there a couple times.
Okay.
It gives me a little bit of a Black Mirror vibe, though. Like
What you mean?
when you sit there,
What's wrong with it?
there's like an episode of Black Mirror.
Uh-huh. Is it like a diner?
No, it's a restaurant. Looks like a cafe. It has umbrellas.
Uh-huh.
But it reminds me of the episode where everyone rates each other of Black Mirror. That's what that place looks like. But the
Got
food
it.
is good. The food is good. Maybe
Yeah,
not the
that's good.
smoothies, but
Cool called Dulo
dialogue.
Dialogue.
Yeah.
They want you to go in there and talk. I see. I see the
Mhm.
vision. Little dialogue.
But you're like a foodie king. I mean, that's like how I originally saw your first
Mm-hmm.
bits of content on the internet. Like,
Mhm.
let's talk about kind of your content journey a little bit. Tell us about how it
Well,
started.
it's funny. How old are you?
28.
Oh, really? Okay. How old are you?
30.
Really?
I'm older, yeah.
Okay. I know that's right. Well,
Oh,
I think.
you're 29. We Googled you.
Oh, yes, that's true. Where'd you look it up on? What, famous birthdays or some shit like that?
No, you just pop up for
Pop
Google.
up on Google.
You pop up.
You know what? I think now it says comedian and like television personality or something like that. I like that because it
Yep.
used to say like YouTuber, not a
Oh.
YouTuber. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's not right. I
Yeah.
don't know. People like to just throw labels on me. So the funny thing is that when I started, content wasn't even like a term really. Like that wasn't even a thing. You know, TikTok didn't exist because I remember being at Ellen and I remember right when Charlie and Dixie started to really blow up, they came to and they were on my show, Kalen. That was like right in the early parts of their journey.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I'm trained, you know, like I got 3 degrees. And so I always wanted to work in TV.
Yeah.
That was always the goal. I think digital content was I always looked at it as like it's supplemental to help inform all the other stuff. You know what I mean? I am not good at making reels and stuff like that. Like I also, as a person that grew up, thinking that artists are supposed to like not like their personal life doesn't really blend into it. Like you create the art and you do your job and you go home and you keep, your personal life to yourself. I am not in the business of filming every single thing that I do. I don't like it. I don't think it is healthy because my life is not for consumption. But I think reality TV has created that kind of ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you think it's toxic?
Yeah.
And so the Love Island of it all, like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, you think it's just like where TV's, I guess that's what reality TV really is, right? That's
I guess I feel like the more social media plays a part in reality TV, people get very parasocial. Like, I feel like this season of Love Island, it's been very intense, the backlash and the conversations, because people feel like entitled to these people that they watch.
Yeah.
Is that the stuff that keeps you from like really wanting to cross the line of like sharing your personal life?
I think so. Because I think like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
And you don't know me. And also I'm like, this little hour of TV or whatever is not going to tell you everything about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think like, I don't watch Love Island. If I'm gonna watch a reality show, I'm watching like game shows. Like, but I'm not watching like reality where we're actually like learning about somebody's like I host Fox Reality Check.
Yeah.
And that's like Celebrity Weakest Link and Special Forces and 99 to Be. Like that's the kind of stuff that I watch. But I think that's a little bit of the nostalgia of it all.
For sure.
Now, every now and then I'll tap into something that is more reality focused. Like for instance, I am loving this new edition of Wife Swap with the housewives. I love it. I think it is brilliant.
Yeah.
Because I think what it does is that it humanizes the housewives as well.
Yeah.
Now early early ages of Housewives loved because it felt more authentic. Now we got into the gowns and it's all presentation and it's celebrity. And I liked it when you felt like you were watching just regular people. Like if I'm gonna watch a reality show, I'm probably more invested in people that are just like regular. Like I love a good Dr. Pimple Popper.
Oh my God.
I love a goddamn Dr. Pimple Popper. I love them TLC shows.
Yeah.
The TLC shows.
Oh, I love them TLC shows. Because maybe it's the journalism in me. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're getting to look into the life of someone else. Almost feels like anthropology in a way. You know, and not just like watching somebody like go to parties and fight and argue. Like that kind of shit I don't care about.
Yeah.
Like Zeus Network. It's giving
Hell
Zeus Network.
The devil.
That really is a mess of a network.
The devil.
Devil.
The devil. You will never.
Yeah.
I'm like, your ass went to an
Can you imagine
audition to
hosting
fight?
something like that?
Hell no. I'd turn it down in a heartbeat. Absolutely not. Also, that just feels, I'm a big person about everything I do has to feel like light. It has to feel positive in some way. It can't be negative now. It can be shady. It can have its moments of, you question it, but it can't be rooted in negativity. It can't be rooted, like, the whole thing about, like, Bad Girls Club, like, I don't even think Zeus and Bad Girls Club are the same thing. And I think that's what people get confused. The whole purpose of Bad Girls Club was that you had these girls that were, like, quote unquote bad, but they were going through counseling. Like their whole goal was like to reform and help and figure out where does that anger stem from. That makes more sense. I'm like, I love the Charm School. Oh, I love the Flavor of Love.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love New York.
Love. I love Money.
Oh yeah.
I grew up
on Surreal Life. First of all, all these people, they owe Tiffany Pollard a thank you. Because she birthed that shit. Oh, Tiffany Pollard is reality TV gold.
Yeah.
They about to put K. Michelle on Real Housewives of Atlanta, which I think is a smart move. I think it's a smart move because she's gonna bring the drama. She's gonna bring the tea.
Yeah.
But they need to get Tiffany on the Housewives.
She
gotta
would be
become a white
so
person.
funny. Have you met her? No?
We have talked through DMs, so like we
Yeah.
know each other. But I think she is an icon, a legend.
Who's
Wait,
someone?
so would you have like gone to like BravoCon?
Probably not.
No.
I don't know enough about them. Like,
Okay.
and I actually I know Wendy. Me and Wendy, we talk. We're friends. We see each other all the time at events. And I know some of the Salt Lake girls because I work with an organization called In Circle. And every time we have our gala in Salt Lake City, they're at the gala.
Yeah.
So that's my only knowledge of who they are. I've only seen one season of Housewives of Atlanta. And that was the season where Phaedra said that Candy was doing that crazy stuff. Yeah, that was a good season. That's the only season I've seen of that show.
Yeah, and that's the OG, like, Kim Zolciak of it all.
Yes.
Need
Now,
to see.
but see, and what I appreciate, and that talks about the impact of the show. Because even if you don't watch the show, you know those moments.
Yes.
You know Tardy for the Party.
Yeah.
You know
They
what I
still
mean?
use that song. Like,
Yes.
up.
Iconic moments in history, but I think that was also at a time where you were creating TV where it wasn't reliant on social views or likes or follows and stuff like that. You were just making good art and then putting out there and hoping that the world would receive it. I think now everything is so tailored to wanting it to be liked or accepted or by the masses, then it kind of, takes away the fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much more competition too. Because like I feel even back then, like when it came to like the Don't Be Tardy and all that stuff, I had no other options to watch on TV. Like you only had your, it wasn't streaming everywhere. Like as back when I was in high school watching.
I
other
miss
stuff.
cable TV.
Me
I
too.
know.
I miss it. And this is so bad because I'm on practically every streamer. But streaming was a scam, y'all.
Yeah.
It was a scam because it was a scheme set up by Todd to come to us with the bullshit. Because the way, at least from the beginning, was that it was positioned as this was going to be cheaper than cable. That was the way.
Yeah.
Disney Plus charged me $180-something the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, what the hell?
Well, they got you in like a 5-year plan or something.
Well, see, this is what happened. When it first started, they was doing that 3-year deal. And so I got that. And so I've been on the annual plan. And that's why it was that much. But I'm just like, damn. And I got every single streamer. That is expensive.
It's like cable. And I said one day they're all going to come together and they're going to be like, you guys, guess what?
A package deal.
Yes! And we're all going to be like, okay, back to cable.
Back to cable. Listen, I'm the type of person though, like, and this is what I do love about Disney Plus. I get on Disney Plus, I go to the streaming channels. You know, when they do like the throwback channel, or right now they got a holiday one.
Oh.
Love it. I just go there and let it play.
Wow. I didn't know about the holiday channel. I need to do that.
Yeah.
That's when I'm going to cook my
I don't have time
dinner
to be
too now.
searching. I don't have time to do all that searching. It's too much. It's too much, too many options.
Yeah.
Too much variety. Just tell me what to watch, please. Please.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, so what made you want to start posting content in the beginning? And like, what was it like kind of going from posting content to then you went on Ellen and then you were working for Ellen? And I feel like you had like a positive experience there.
Yeah. It was one of the best years of my life.
Wow.
I know. I don't like to talk about it though.
Oh,
Because people like, they wait for me to have something bad to say. It's like they are expecting, and then when I don't have something bad to say, then they act like I'm lying. And I'm like, do you know the type of shit I was doing there? Like, I shot an episode of my show in Australia.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean, and I think this is another reason why I don't talk about it, is because I think sometimes if I say that I had a good experience, then they take that as because I was talent, then that means that if anybody else had a different experience, that means that they're lying. And that's not what that means.
Yeah.
That just means that I'm also able to acknowledge that I was there in a place of privilege. I was talent. So my experience is going to be drastically different than everybody else. I didn't have a boss. I didn't have hours. I went to the studio when I wanted to and left when I wanted to.
Yeah.
Nobody's telling me what to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the one that's bringing in the money. So that's a whole different position and perspective. And I'm also not there like every single day sitting there and experiencing it at the same level as other people.
For sure.
Now, can people tell me their experience and express to me? Yes. You know what I mean? But the only thing I could do from there, especially at the age that I was when I was there,
so young.
all I can do is worry about your experience with me.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I can
For
focus
sure.
on.
'Cause you kind of had your own show there. So you were doing your own thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which was a whole separate leg of the show. You know, that was Ellen too, so that's digital.
Yeah.
So that was in a whole different building. You know?
Okay.
So it's like there was some crossover every now and then, but not much.
Yeah.
I was mainly in digital all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, like, whenever that, like, and obviously, I totally respect your takes on that too, because that's so thoughtful, because it's like you're just like already, people are just judgmental. So they're just going to take, like, you literally provided the next step of what, like, everyone is probably thinking just from your interpretation of it. So then, like, I mean, were you like really that aligned with her? I don't know. Like, so when it happened, like when it,
you cross-promoted a lot.
Correct.
But it was kind of rare that after the first kind of bit of you being on, it was just you. Like, you were the star.
Yes.
It wasn't like you were co-hosting with her.
No.
So it's not like you were in association with anything that, like, with the bad stuff that happened, right? Like, you weren't ever dragged into anything.
No. No, I was completely separate. Like, I was literally like, I've come in, I'm doing my job. And I'm going home. You know what I mean? And I think it was also like, yes, I was talent there. You know what I mean? But like I said, like, I wasn't working 9 to 5. You know, so like, I mean, I was doing Element, then sometimes I'd go shoot a movie. Then I come back, you know, or I was doing this, that, and the other at the same time, you know? And so it's like, was I there with the people? Yes. Did I experience it all happening in the moment? Absolutely. You know what I mean? But I think it's not necessarily a case of that I think what happened was not necessary, but I think there's just a lot more nuance to the conversation. I think we overall in society as a whole, people don't understand nuance. Like, I am completely aware in my career up to this day, there are a lot of people that don't like me because they don't like her.
That is
and
annoying.
they see me as an extension of her, you know? And I remember there was at one point when, you know, everything went down and everybody was like, well, you didn't say anything and you didn't speak up. And I'm like,
that didn't have anything to do with you.
well, it's not that. It was that this is a legal proceeding.
Yeah.
We aren't allowed to talk about it. And that's what people don't understand. It's like, you're the public, but this is a real thing happening. And not only is it a real thing happening, but these people that I work with are now, a lot of people are losing their jobs now. So now their livelihoods are changed. Like, this is affecting people on a real level. I don't owe anything to you.
Yeah.
I have to focus on this place and the people. Like, I lost my entire team.
Oh, that's so sad.
And I was furious about it, not because I was mad that I didn't have a team, but because these people lost their jobs.
Yeah, you had been working with them, you care about them.
Right, I care because they aren't millionaires.
Yeah.
They aren't celeb. They don't live in Montecito.
Yeah.
Ellen and everybody else is fine. They
Yeah.
will be fine. I cared about these staff members that are now having to juggle, because yes, I do think the conversation was necessary to have, but I think it could have been handled very differently.
Yeah.
And I think what's so frustrating about it is, like, especially as me, like, trying to have my own career and to create my own story, to almost have like this scarlet letter. Like, there was a very long period of time where people wouldn't even hire me.
No way.
Because
Really?
I had worked at the show.
Wow.
And they felt like I was too attached to the show in that way. And I was just like, but that, what does that have to do with me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that was the hard part about it.
Do you feel removed from that now, since like you have done so much now?
Well, this is the thing. I was like, yes, I've done so much, but like, who's seen it? You get what I'm saying?
That's not true.
Well, because Ellen was on such a grand. I mean, we
Yes.
don't even have like TV like that.
Correct.
I don't even know that exists anymore.
Correct.
So that was really good exposure for you. So I can understand that kind of.
Well, it's like this, it's like you go around and everybody talks about like the food videos, which is great. You know what I mean? And people are like, can you do them again? And I'm like, I'm not that person anymore. I was 21. I'm
Yeah.
about to be 30 years old. And I think it's like, and I had made a video about this. I think this is also where race comes into it and identity politics, because it's like, if I would be a different skin tone, and I had done Broadway, I had done multiple movies, I had done multiple series, I had done multiple live hosting events. But I mean, been to the White House, worked at the White House and did things with them for social media. You would put me on a pedestal. You would give me the credit. You know what I mean? I think I adopted very early on that I was never going to get the credit. Everybody was only going to always see me as this reaction person. And so I think then my mindset changed to be like, well, you just got to keep doing the work. Just do the work. If they catch up, great. But if not, all you need to worry about is creating stability for your own life. You know what I mean? Because you're absolutely right. And that's not in a cocky way. I have done a lot.
A lot.
I have done a lot in a very little bit of time.
Yeah.
But people don't care. You know what I mean? And it's not a place of bitter. I think it's more so the fact of like, it's so hard for people to see everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I got 2 shows right now. I got Fox Reality Check, and now I got a show premiering on Amazon that's a game show. Pick Your Prize. You know what I mean? But it's like, if you don't have the access, like you talked about Ellen and the visibility of that show, you don't have that type of visibility. Like, I done seen so many creators that don't look like me that have done the bare minimum, and they get treated like A-list celebrities. They get resources, they get access, they get the world served to them on a silver platter. And I still got people reaching out to me, asking me to work for free. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I have bills to pay. This is not a hobby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, this is my career. This is also what I got degrees in. And I always tell people when people are like, well, think of the life you live in. And I'm always like, when you go to your job and your resume, as you get more on the resume, that means you get paid more. That means you get a better job, correct?
Yeah.
Exactly. So why should that be different in my world?
100%.
Because otherwise, what am I doing all this for?
Yeah, exactly.
What am I doing it for? You know what I mean? And I think that goes back to this whole idea of, you got to work twice as hard. You got to work twice as hard to get half.
Yeah.
And that is exhausting. But when you remember why you do it and who you do it for, then it helps bring you back to the ground, And I think I absolutely do think that my time at Ellen, I was spoiled. I think the best part of working there was because she was queer. My queerness didn't matter in the conversation there because it was already embedded into the show. So I never had to worry about people having judgments. Now, a lot of times people did put me and Twitch against each other. I think there were times when people would write into the show if I would guest host or something like that. And I remember one time David Spade was on the show. And he said on the show, call me knock off Twitch. And it pissed me off. I hated it because I was like, you only said that because we both black. You know what I mean? Like, like you wouldn't have said that if it's any, like, guest hosting is not a new thing, or a guest DJ. You know what I mean? And I think we also understood that that's how they positioned it and that's how the world looked at it. And so we always made sure that we didn't have that type of relationship. We made sure that we supported each other and lifted each other in any kind of way possible because we knew that the world was already going to put us against each other.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, that is so frustrating. Like, I mean, also, do like produce? I mean, do they? Who would? I guess you were just the person that would switch in for Twitch, like.
Well, so
or did they kind of set you? It's like a setup.
No.
You know, people are gonna have a bad reaction.
No. So like every now and then, if Twitch was like off doing something or was on vacation or something like that, then somebody would come and they would just get anybody to be like a guest DJ.
Yeah.
Like it would be a rotating amount of people. That's basically what it was based off of. Like, cause I hosted the show during the pandemic, so we used to do every Friday would be a guest host show. And so I guest hosted once, and that was. Yeah.
Was that fun?
Oh, I loved it. That was the moment that I knew what I wanted to do.
Aw.
So do you want to go back there? Like, do you want to essentially like have something similar like that? I know you have the shows that you're hosting now, but
I would love to.
Like a talk show where you're talking to maybe like current events, like your
Absolutely. Like I would love that. I think I would do a little bit more journalistic approach. I think I would want my show to be a marriage between Oprah and Ellen.
Okay.
I think I would want to find a way that can entertain, but also brings the audience back into the conversation, because I think that's what's lacking from talk shows. I think there are very few people on talk shows that are talk show hosts that actually want to be talk show hosts. I think Sherry does, but she was already, you know, in that world. That's what she did at The View, you know what I mean? But I think there are a lot of other talk show hosts that actually just don't want to be talk show hosts.
For sure.
And I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I want to be able to go out to the audience and have a conversation. I also think that in today's day and age, the reason why we live in such, especially when it comes to political climate, because we don't want to have any conversation.
For sure.
We don't want to actually talk to people. We want to just live in what we think and what we believe and not come from a place of wanting to understand each other. Like I always say if Oprah was still on the air, we would have had like MAGA and Democrats sitting on a stage together, going back and forth in a controlled conversation and people having their input. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think now we just live in our own little cocoons. Like think about True Social.
Yeah, everyone goes to their own bubbles.
Right.
They only want to consume the content that
because
they
it feels
agree
good.
with.
Because it's safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But how are we ever supposed to be able to grow and expand and evolve by being safe? I don't ever want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to do what I've done by being comfortable. I always lean on the discomfort because that is what has changed me and what has molded me. And even when I think about my career, it's like, have there been missteps along the way? Absolutely. Absolutely. But the beautiful part about that, and I think this is why what people can relate to, is that who I was when I started at Ellen is a vastly different person today.
Yeah.
Like somebody was like, you know, they were talking about do food videos again. They wouldn't be as good
Yeah.
because now I don't care.
Yeah.
I've grown up. You know what I mean? It would be forced. Now I'm only doing it because you want me to do it, not because it is something that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the difference, is that I have evolved, I've changed, I've grown. And I think there are a lot of people in life that just don't get that opportunity or have the resources or the flexibility to be able to do that. I have been very privileged to be able to have financially, emotionally, and the stability to be able to even accept that growth and that change.
Yeah. So have you found it hard in kind of the audience perspective? Because I feel like audiences never really want the person that they're consuming content from to grow and sometimes like be successful, because you could get these big opportunities and they're like, but wait, that's not what I left you for. I loved you when you did this. But you're like, but this is my dream. This is my career.
I think people are okay with people being successful if they think that you're already supposed to be successful. If it's already baked into who you're supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? But
they're not put into a box.
Correct. But I think if you go against all of the, I guess, societal norms, then they only see a limit for you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like, Like if like say you went and bought a Range Rover, right? Everybody be like, yes, you better be riding that in that Range Rover. You better do it. If I bought a Range Rover or something like that and showed it all, they'd be like, oh, you've changed. Oh, you're not humble.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference in the response. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, talk about Beyonce and Taylor Swift.
True.
It's like, essentially, their success is pretty comparable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, if Beyonce did, like, Taylor Swift can go do pop, but Beyonce can't go do country.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, she
You have to
switched.
create a
She
whole
genre
new
switched
category.
You
too.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're policing
Yeah.
what people are able to do. That's why there's always been that big debate about white artists being able to make quote unquote black music. Because it's like, yeah, we'll let you come over here and you can do this, but if we try to do that, now you acting funny.
Yeah.
Now we can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, so the rules are different. You know, and a lot of people will say, you know, when you pull in a race car, and it's like, okay, well, you may think that, but it's also because it's not the reality that you live in. It's not what you see on a regular basis. You have to accept that no matter how good you may think you are, everybody is complicit in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, you know, people love to talk about capitalism, but that's not stopping you from going to buy something new that you love.
Yeah.
It's not. You know what I mean? Everybody participates in it. But we get into this like moral hierarchy and trying to tell people, well, no, because you did this, that means you're not good, or I'm better because I did this instead. And it's like, no, honey. It's like, yeah, okay, you did that, but you also doing this.
Yeah.
You know, I am not out here trying to pretend like I'm perfect. I'm not trying. That's not what I'm selling. That's not what I'm giving. I think that at the end of the day, I think the solution is, instead of us always trying to nitpick and judge and police who people are and what they do, is accepting that people are human beings.
Yeah.
And let people be human. And humans are flawed. Naturally.
Yeah.
They are. You know, it's inevitable.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Aw, this got so deep.
I know.
Like,
It got
like,
so deep,
listen.
but like it was so good.
We want to talk about what do you have coming up?
Yeah, so Amazon Pick Your Prize. So that's on Amazon Live on Prime Video. That's fun. And then Fox
How long are the
reality show-
episodes for that? Like, give me an idea. Like, are you talking
You
like
know
a
what?
30-minute episode?
I honestly don't know how long the episodes are.
Ooh.
I haven't seen any of them yet.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wow.
It
Oh,
airs.
it's
It
not out
airs
yet.
tonight.
Oh my gosh, congrats.
Yeah, it airs tonight. So and I know it's a double feature.
Fine.
So there'll be 2 episodes. So I'm very excited. It was a lot of fun. Probably some of the most
Aw.
fun that I've ever had. You know, I love being in the world with people.
Yeah.
You know, and so like we're like at City Walk, and then we're like over by UCLA, and we're out in the world, and
Yeah.
we're just like got these people playing games, like, and these are real people, and you get to see them, like, you get to see different personalities, you get to see them up, you get to see them down, you get to see them be crushed when they lose and stuff
Aw.
like that. So like I loved it, and I just love being able to interact with everyday people. So it was the best. Yeah.
Aw,
And then we've
good.
got that was
Oh,
nothing
Fox
Zoom,
Reality Check.
And how long are those? Do you know that one?
Those are about
Quick.
those aren't
Like
too
20
long, like 20 minutes. Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Wait, are you happy with the Special Forces ending?
Yes.
I
Were you?
Yes, Sean, I was
Uh-huh.
just like, okay, like I felt like that was
Oh my
gonna
gosh, her
happen from
husband
the
was
beginning.
kissing me in that last episode. Oh my gosh. But no. I was very
But
pleased.
I was so surprised. She really took me by
Gia
surprise, and
really did it.
I love that for her.
She really ate that up.
She did.
Gia was not playing.
I feel like she knew she had to prove people wrong.
Yep.
And it's also why I love the show, because I feel like that's happened multiple times where people like redeem their image
Yes.
on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I also think that's the brilliance of the casting.
Yeah.
Because they always cast, the majority of people have like problematic past.
Mhm.
And they push them against their limits. And because you're in this like desert and you don't have publicists and managers and agents around you, you're
Yeah.
forced to sit in it. Love it. Think it's brilliant.
Yeah. Good TV.
Yeah.
Yes, loved that. Well, thank you so much for sitting and chatting with us today.
Of course. I
With
had a
our-
good time.
The
With our
nasty
weird
smoothies.
smoothies.
Yeah, I
but,
forgot.
you know,
You see, I ain't
made
drink
it
no
through.
more of it. It's just
you
sitting
said it's not your favorite. Not mine
little,
either.
little dialogue. Mhm. Yep, still
Oh,
nasty.
awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
love
Of
that.
course.
Well, that was like so fun.
Uh-huh.
I really loved getting to meet him and hearing about his experiences. Like we've talked about people in the industry just have such wildly different experiences that to hear how he's gone from just posting on the internet to Ellen to then doing all that he is right now, hosting Fox, everything, is like super awesome to hear.
And especially too, like when you meet these kind of people, like sometimes who work these jobs, like how we're talking about how Ellen kind of had like switched. He's like so funny, he's so personable. I could see like why he's thriving in this space, and it was so cool to have him on.
Yeah, and I've been hearing that he had been wanting to come on like since before we even started posting episodes, so I was like really excited to get to meet him.
Does he like know your content, or like
I don't know. I think maybe he just like knew our content. I don't know, but I heard he was excited and I'll take it.
I will too. I was honored.
Yeah, so thank you to Kalen for coming on, and we hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode.
Yes, let us know who you want us to eat with next, and we will see you in next week's episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye.